Module 6. Statistics and Theories. Statistics and Theories in the Juvenile Justice System. Statistics and theories are essential in understanding and shaping the juvenile justice system. Statistics provide quantitative insights into patterns and trends among juvenile offenders, offering a foundation for data-driven decision-making. These numerical analyses allow policymakers, law enforcement, and social workers to identify the prevalence of certain crimes, recidivism rates, and demographic factors that contribute to juvenile delinquency. For example, statistical evidence may reveal that economic hardship or lack of access to education correlates with higher crime rates among youth, enabling the development of targeted interventions to address these underlying issues. Conversely, theories provide a framework for interpreting the data and understanding why certain behaviors occur. Theories such as the strain theory, social learning theory, and labeling theory delve into the psychological, social, and structural factors influencing juvenile delinquency. Strain theory suggests that young individuals may turn to crime due to frustration from unachieved goals. In contrast, social learning theory emphasizes the role of environment and learned behavior in shaping criminal tendencies. Labeling theory highlights how societal labels, such as being branded as a juvenile delinquent, can reinforce negative behavior and perpetuate cycles of criminality. Together, statistics and theories work synergistically to improve the juvenile justice system. Statistics validate or challenge theoretical perspectives, ensuring approaches are grounded in real-world evidence. Conversely, theories guide the interpretation of statistical findings and inform the design of interventions. For instance, recognizing a high recidivism rate might lead stakeholders to apply restorative justice models based on a theoretical understanding of rehabilitation over punishment. Understanding the strength of official statistics in juvenile crime analysis. Official statistics provide valuable insights into juvenile crime by offering a comprehensive and standardized means of tracking and analyzing data over time. One of their primary strengths lies in their ability to support trend analysis and facilitate comparisons across different periods, regions, or demographic groups. This attribute is essential for policymakers, law enforcement agencies, and researchers aiming to understand the dynamics of juvenile crime and develop informed strategies to address it. Official statistics create a consistent framework that enables stakeholders to observe patterns and shifts in juvenile offending by systematically recording arrest rates, court outcomes, and incarceration figures. For instance, these statistics can reveal whether specific offenses are increasing or decreasing, offering clues about underlying social, economic, or cultural factors. Such trend analysis is instrumental in evaluating the effectiveness of crime prevention programs, juvenile justice reforms, or community interventions over time. Additionally, official statistics offer the advantage of comparability. Because they are collected using standardized methods, they allow meaningful comparisons across jurisdictions or periods. For example, researchers can assess whether changes in crime rates correlate with new legislation or societal changes, providing valuable insights into causality and impact. While not without limitations, such as the potential for underreporting or bias, official statistics' ability to enable longitudinal analysis and comparative studies makes them a critical tool in juvenile justice. They empower stakeholders to base decisions on evidence, ensuring policies and practices respond to trends and needs. The Denver Youth Survey and its relationship to the juvenile justice system. The Denver Youth Survey is a longitudinal study that examines the behaviors, experiences, and developmental trajectories of youth in Denver, Colorado. Initiated in 1987, the study followed a cohort of children, adolescents, and young adults over several decades to gain insights into the dynamics of juvenile delinquency, victimization, and family and social influences. Its primary aim was to understand the risk and protective factors associated with delinquent behavior and how societal systems, including the juvenile justice system, respond to these factors. The survey collected data from diverse socioeconomic backgrounds, allowing researchers to analyze patterns related to crime, substance use, gang involvement, and victimization. Findings revealed critical insights into how poverty, family dynamics, and neighborhood environments impact youth behaviors and decision-making processes. For example, the study underscored the importance of early intervention in high-risk families and neighborhoods, showing that delinquency is often rooted in broader systemic issues rather than individual failings. The Denver Youth Survey is relevant to the juvenile justice system by providing empirical evidence to inform policy and practice. Its findings have helped shape preventative measures, diversion programs, and rehabilitative approaches aimed at reducing recidivism and supporting at-risk youth. The survey emphasizes a more holistic, community-centered approach to juvenile justice by highlighting the importance of addressing underlying social and economic disparities. It has contributed to a shift from punitive models to strategies prioritizing education, mental health, and social support, fostering long-term positive outcomes for young individuals. Juvenile victimization rates and trends. Juvenile victimization is a pressing issue that reflects broader societal challenges. Studies indicate that children and adolescents experience significant rates of victimization, with younger populations being particularly vulnerable. Among these alarming statistics, sexual assaults emerge as a prominent category, accounting for nearly one-third of all victimizations among preteens. This disproportionate occurrence highlights the need for a deeper understanding of the factors contributing to the heightened vulnerability of this age group. A combination of individual, familial, and societal influences shapes the trends in juvenile victimization. Younger children cannot often recognize dangerous situations or articulate their experiences, which can lead to underreporting and delayed intervention. Moreover, they may be more trusting or dependent on adults and peers, making them susceptible to exploitation. Conversely, adolescents face increased risks as they navigate new social environments and peer relationships. Both age groups are profoundly impacted by the accessibility of the internet and digital platforms, which have introduced new avenues for victimization, such as cyberbullying and online predation. Despite a general decline in overall crime rates over the past decades, the statistics on sexual assaults and other forms of juvenile victimization remain troubling. This persistent issue underscores the need for targeted prevention strategies, increased education, and enhanced support systems for young victims. Addressing juvenile victimization requires collaboration among educators, caregivers, policymakers, and law enforcement to ensure safer environments and better outcomes for children and adolescents. The role of theories in the juvenile justice system. Theories are systematic frameworks for understanding, predicting, and explaining human behavior and societal dynamics. In the juvenile justice system, theories provide a foundation for addressing the causes and consequences of juvenile delinquency, shaping policies and interventions to reduce youth crime and support rehabilitation. By applying these frameworks, practitioners and policymakers can make informed decisions to address the complex factors contributing to delinquent behavior. One widely used category in juvenile justice is criminological theories, such as strain, social learning, and control theories. Strain theory suggests that juveniles engage in delinquency when societal pressures hinder their ability to achieve goals through legitimate means. Social learning theory emphasizes the role of peer influence and the environment in shaping behavior, proposing that juveniles mimic criminal behaviors they observe in their surroundings. Control theory focuses on the absence or weakness of social bonds, such as family and school, which can lead to delinquent behavior. These theories are not static concepts, but active tools that inform juvenile justice practices. For example, intervention programs often address the environmental and social factors these theories highlight. Rehabilitation efforts may include family therapy, mentorship programs, or educational opportunities to strengthen social bonds and provide positive role models. Furthermore, Theories guide the development of preventative measures, ensuring that at-risk youth are identified early and provided with resources to steer them away from criminal behavior. The classical school of thought and its relevance to juvenile justice. The classical school of thought emerged during the Enlightenment, emphasizing reason, free will, and individual accountability in human behavior. Central to this school of thought is individualism, the belief that individuals can make rational decisions and are, therefore, responsible for their actions. Pioneered by thinkers like Sari Beccaria and Jeremy Bentham, the classical school advocates for a legal system that is predictable, proportionate, and based on deterrence rather than retribution. The theory posits that crime results from individuals weighing the potential benefits against the possible consequences of their actions. In the context of the juvenile justice system, individualism shapes the way society addresses juvenile delinquency. This perspective acknowledges that young offenders are capable of rational decision-making, but also considers their developmental stage, which may impair their ability to thoroughly comprehend the consequences of their actions. As a result, the juvenile justice system often balances accountability with rehabilitation, recognizing that punishment alone may not effectively deter future criminal behavior in juveniles. By emphasizing proportionate consequences, education, and reformative programs, the system aligns with the classical school's ideals while accommodating the unique needs of young offenders. The principle of individualism underscores the importance of holding juveniles accountable for their actions while offering opportunities for growth and reintegration into society. This approach reflects a belief in the capacity of individuals, even at a young age, to learn from their experiences and make better choices in the future. Thus, the classical school's focus on reason and individual responsibility continues influencing contemporary juvenile justice practices. Deterrence theory and the juvenile justice system. Deterrence theory is a criminological concept centered on the idea that the fear of punishment can discourage individuals from engaging in criminal behavior. It operates on two primary levels: general deterrence, which aims to prevent crime within society by making an example of punished offenders, and specific deterrence, which focuses on dissuading the punished individual from reoffending. The theory is grounded in the notion that human behavior is rational and influenced by a cost-benefit analysis, meaning individuals weigh their actions' potential consequences before committing a crime. Deterrence theory suggests that punishment must be specific, swift, and proportionate to the offense to prevent crime effectively. Within the juvenile justice system, deterrence theory is applied with careful consideration of young offenders' developmental stages. Juveniles often need more capacity to fully appreciate the long-term consequences of their actions, raising questions about the effectiveness of deterrence-based approaches for this demographic. Some juvenile justice policies, such as boot camps or scared straight programs, have aimed to instill fear of future punishment to deter youth from committing crimes. However, research shows mixed results regarding the success of such interventions. Critics argue that juveniles respond better to rehabilitative and restorative justice practices that address the root causes of their behavior, such as peer influence or socioeconomic challenges. Life course theory and its connection to the juvenile justice system. Life course theory is a sociological framework that examines how individuals' life trajectories are shaped by social, economic, and historical factors across different stages of their lives. This theory emphasizes the interconnectedness of life events, recognizing that early experiences can significantly influence long-term behaviors and outcomes. Central to life course theory are pathways, which refer to the patterns of behavior individuals follow, and turning points, which are critical moments that alter life trajectories. The theory integrates biological, psychological, and sociological perspectives to explore how individual choices and external influences interact over time. Life course theory provides a valuable lens for understanding delinquent behavior in the context of the juvenile justice system. It highlights the importance of early interventions to address risk factors such as poverty, family instability, exposure to violence, or academic struggles that may predispose youth to criminal activities. The theory also underscores the potential for rehabilitation as turning points, such as mentorship, education, or family support, can redirect young offenders toward positive pathways. Recognizing the developmental stage of juveniles, life course theory supports approaches emphasizing rehabilitation over punitive measures, acknowledging that adolescence is a critical period of growth and change. Strain theory and its connection to the juvenile justice system. Strain theory, developed by sociologist Robert Merton, seeks to explain deviant behavior by examining the disconnect between societal goals and the means available to achieve them. According to the theory, individuals experience strain when they cannot achieve culturally valued goals through legitimate means, such as financial success or social status. This disconnect creates pressure that may lead to deviant or criminal behavior as individuals attempt to bridge the gap using alternative, often illegal, methods. Strain theory highlights how societal structures and inequalities contribute to delinquency, especially among marginalized groups. The juvenile justice system often encounters cases rooted in strain theory's principles. Many juveniles involved in criminal activity come from socioeconomically disadvantaged backgrounds where legitimate opportunities for success are limited. These youths may turn to theft, drug dealing, or gang involvement to gain resources, status, or a sense of belonging. Strain theory helps explain why some juveniles resort to these behaviors, not as an inherent moral failing, but as a response to systemic barriers. Subculture theory and its relation to the juvenile justice system. In the juvenile justice system, subculture theory underscores the importance of understanding the social contexts that shape youth behavior. Juvenile delinquency is often not merely the result of individual moral failure, but a reflection of systemic inequalities, including poverty, family instability, and community disorganization. Recognizing this, juvenile justice policies increasingly emphasize rehabilitation and community-based interventions. By addressing the root causes of subcultural formation and offering alternative pathways, the juvenile justice system can work toward reducing recidivism and fostering positive development for at-risk youth. Principles of correctional education in the OJJDP model. The Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, OJJDP, emphasizes the importance of correctional education in promoting rehabilitation and reducing recidivism. According to their model, correctional education should focus on addressing the individual needs of incarcerated youth, fostering their intellectual growth, and equipping them with the skills necessary for reintegration into society. This model advocates for education programs that are personalized, evidence-based, and grounded in trauma-informed practices. Understanding that many juvenile offenders have experienced adverse life events, the educational approach must acknowledge these experiences while promoting resilience and self-efficacy. In addition, correctional education programs should emphasize academic achievement, vocational training, and social-emotional learning. Academic programs must meet state and national educational standards, ensuring students acquire foundational knowledge while building critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Vocational training prepares students for the workforce by providing practical, job-related skills that increase employability and economic independence upon release. Social-emotional learning enhances interpersonal abilities, emotional regulation, and decision-making, which are vital for positive social reintegration. Moreover, the OJJDP highlights the importance of collaboration among educators, correctional staff, families, and community organizations. These partnerships ensure continuity of care and support as students transition out of correctional facilities. By integrating these principles into correctional education programs, the OJDP model aims to transform correctional settings into environments where learning and growth flourish, fostering pathways to successful reintegration and reduced recidivism rates among juvenile offenders. Understanding the DARE program. The Drug Abuse Resistance Education (DARE) program is a substance abuse prevention initiative that began in 1983 as a collaboration between the Los Angeles Police Department and the Los Angeles Unified School District. Designed to educate children about the dangers of drugs, alcohol, and violence, DARE aims to equip young people with the skills they need to resist peer pressure and make informed, responsible choices. The program operates in schools across the United States and internationally, targeting elementary and middle school students with some high school extensions. Police officers trained as DARE instructors deliver a series of lessons that cover a variety of topics, including the risks associated with drug and alcohol use, the importance of self-esteem, strategies for dealing with peer pressure, and conflict resolution skills. The curriculum has evolved to include components on bullying prevention, decision-making frameworks, and fostering positive relationships. One of DARE's key features is its interactive teaching style, which encourages students to participate actively in discussions, role-playing, and collaborative activities. This hands-on approach helps children internalize the lessons and develop critical thinking skills. Despite criticism regarding its effectiveness in reducing drug use, the program has made strides in adapting its methods to align with evidence-based practices. Today, DARE incorporates the Keeping It Real curriculum, emphasizing communication skills and decision-making. By fostering early awareness and resilience, the DARE program remains a cornerstone of community efforts to combat substance abuse and promote healthy lifestyles. Understanding the DARE philosophy. The DARE, Drug Abuse Resistance Education philosophy, represents a comprehensive approach to empowering young people to make informed, healthy decisions. Established in 1983, the program initially focused on preventing student drug use. Over time, it has evolved to include strategies addressing broader social challenges such as bullying, internet safety, and overall decision-making. At its core, the DARE philosophy emphasizes education, empowerment, and engagement. The foundation of the DARE program lies in equipping students with accurate information about drugs, alcohol, and risky behaviors. However, it goes beyond merely presenting facts. The philosophy prioritizes teaching critical thinking and decision-making skills, enabling young people to evaluate situations and make positive choices. Central to this approach is fostering self-esteem and personal responsibility, ensuring students can resist peer pressure and negative influences. Another critical element of the DARE philosophy is building trust and collaboration between law enforcement officers, educators, parents, and students. The program brings police officers into classrooms, fostering positive relationships and providing role models, reinforcing the importance of safe, responsible living. These interactions encourage open communication and mutual respect, which is vital for addressing community challenges. DARE also promotes social and emotional learning, recognizing that resilience, empathy, and practical communication skills are fundamental for navigating life's complexities. By focusing on prevention and empowerment, the DARE philosophy remains a relevant and impactful framework for guiding youth toward healthier, more productive lives in an ever-changing world.